Hello, D. Moses here. I'm going to give a short unit today on the techniques behind a successful shift. Shifting on a string instrument, as you know, is the only way that we can play more than 3 notes at a time or 4 notes at a time if you count the open strings. So a few things are necessary before we get started. First of all, our setup for the left hand. We need good hand position. What I like to do is have you make a fist with your right hand and wrap your left hand around your fist and then pull the fist out with your thumb opposite the second finger, and most importantly, a large space between your pointer finger and your second finger. That has to do with the layout of the half steps on the instrument. But with this curved finger orientation, now we can use the thumb to feel along the back of the neck, and we use the fingertips to feel along the string. So the first thing is the setup of the left hand. The next thing that we need to know is the location of each half step. As you know, of course, we have, say, open G. The very first half step is G sharp or A flat. The second is A natural, and the third half step is B flat. If we play G, A flat, A, and B flat, that's not going to get us anywhere even if we go across the strings. It's not going to give us enough notes. So we must be able to go into higher positions accurately. If we think of the bass neck, one school of thought is to think of the bass neck as a grid. Every half step has a dot, a location. Now, often in our beginning classes, we use tapes on the instruments. So this is basically roughly having a tape on every half step, either mentally or actually in reality having the tapes. So for shifting, what we need to know, first of all, is in a short shift where our half steps are. So we have a G, G sharp, an A, and a B flat, A sharp. That's all well and good. Now what if we needed an extra half step higher? What we're going to do is what I like to call FRT, finger replacement therapy. Kind of a joke, but it works. It's catchy. Okay? So if I need a B natural, which I currently don't have covered, I'm going to have my fingers in half position. I'm going to move my first finger. I'm going to replace my second finger with my first finger. Then I have the B flat that I had before with fourth finger is now second finger, and I have the new note B natural with fourth finger. If I do it like this with every half step heard, if your shift goes from G sharp to B natural, let's say, we're going to go 1 half step shift 4. So I'm going to look for that first finger G sharp to A and then just drop my other fingers down in their spread position. Or without hearing the middle note. So that's location. The other aspect is what is the mechanism of shifting? So we have the finger, which is loaded on the fingerboard for our first note, G sharp or A flat. The finger's loaded, the string is on the fingerboard with the finger on top of it holding it down onto the fingerboard. What we need to do is release the string from the fingerboard, but do not remove the finger from the string. Then slide the finger along the string, on the surface of the string, and then whatever fingers you need, go back down. So release, slide without lifting, release, slide so it's not audible. If I slide without releasing, we get a slide and a schmear, and that might be called for occasionally, but not regularly. So what we need to do then is release and slide, re-engage the fingers. That is, in the short of it, the concept behind shifting. I hope this has been worthwhile and enjoyable at the same time. See you next time with some more units on other things.